Welcome to Using Text to Communicate with Families. In this video, I'll talk about how to get your data, format your data, import data into Gmail, and create a group text. I'm going to start with how to get your data. We use Synergy in my school district. Log into Synergy, and you are going to hover over the Reports tab, and you're going to scroll down to Student and Parent Directory, and you're going to click this little blue Open Report Interface icon. That's going to open another window. In this window, there are some tabs. You're going to click the Sort Output tab. You need to change from PDF to CSV. And then this report is going to get emailed to you, so you need to click Email. You'll probably see a couple of windows pop up. Okay, okay. And then if you are a teacher that teaches more than one class, you're going to go back and you're going to repeat this for each of your classes. And then you'll go to Email to get the report. This is a list of what we just did. You're now going to go into your email and download the file and open it. We use Outlook, and so when you go into your email, you're going to find the email from Synergy, and you're going to click the download icon. The file typically goes into our downloads folder, and then you're going to open the file, which will have some kind of a name like STU402 result. If you've done multiple copies, you might have like a 1 or a 2 in this also. Excel should open up and you'll see the data file. Now you're going to format your data in Excel. When you get your data, it's going to look something like this. I do a couple of things to make it easier for me to read the data. So the first thing is I hit Control A so that everything will be highlighted in my data spreadsheet. And then I go up to here and I click Search. And I type in autofit because I want to be able to autofit the column widths so that I can actually read what's in each of the columns. So autofit column width. As teachers, we have to be very careful with our students' data. If you go to these columns where you'll see educational rights, contact allowed, has custody, lives with, you want to be looking in these columns for any ends. If you find an N, that means no, that family member does not get to see that student's any kind of contact or information from that student. So anywhere that I found an N, I would go to that row, highlight it, and then I would delete it by right-clicking and choosing delete. And so you're going to go through your data, and anywhere that you see an N, you're going to delete that row. The next thing I did is I looked at the G column, and I wanted to see which of my students had only a home phone number, because I wanted to keep that in my list just in case it was a cell phone number. And then for students that had 1 or 2 cell phone numbers and then also a home number, I deleted the home numbers, so I didn't have as many entries in my data. I didn't have as many entries in my contact list. I noticed that there were 2 of the same lines here, so I deleted row 2 by right-clicking on it and then clicking delete. And then I decided that I wanted to change the heading here to name, because that's what will go in our Gmail contact list. And then I decided that what I wanted to see when I was looking on my phone or in my contact list, I wanted to see the student's first name and the parent's first name. So I went through and I changed these names to include only the student's first name and then their parent's first name. And I went through and I did my whole list. You can decide if you want to do it that way yourself. I find it easy because then if students text me back, I know who I'm talking to. Next, you're going to just start deleting the columns that you don't need. You're going to end up only seeing two columns, the name and the phone number column. And so you're just going to go through and you're going to highlight the column, right click, and then choose delete. When you're finished formatting and cleaning up your data, you're going to end up with an A column that is called name. You're going to see everybody's names, however you decided to do that. And then you're going to see a B column with phone as your header, and then all of your phone numbers will be here. You're going to save this file and make sure you know where it is, because you're going to need it in the next, you're going to need to be able to find it in the next step. You're going to import your data into Gmail. So go ahead and get into your Gmail account. From Gmail, you're going to navigate into your contacts list, and you're going to click Create Contact, and you're going to create multiple contacts. This window is going to open up, and you are going to just click Import Contacts. Then you will see this window, and you're going to choose Select File, and then you're going to navigate to the location of your file on your computer and click Import. Once the file imports, it will show up here in your list, and you will be able to rename it. It should be called something like Imported on 4/2, which is today's date or whatever date you're doing this. And then you can right click, or actually you can just hover over, and you see this little rename the label icon. You click on it, and then you just change your name of your list, of that specific list. And I'm calling mine, this is my period 1 phone numbers, and this is my period 2 phone numbers. Next, you're going to create a group text. I'll be describing to you what I did on my Android phone. These are the directions for creating a group text on a Samsung Android phone. And if you do this correctly, your families, if they decide to respond to you, they will not be responding to the whole group. They will only be responding to the sender of the text, which is really important. During this school closure, I'm finding that many of my students have forgotten to check Google Classroom. And so this is my first text to families, and this is what I said to them. I included that here's the message, and then I included that if they don't want to be on this list, all they have to do is text me back, and I'll take them off the list. I have contacted several of my classes, and I have to say that within an hour of sending these texts, I had so many students in Google Classroom trying to do their work. I hope this video has helped you to be able to send group texts to your families.